I am Coach Faye, business coach, entrepreneur, mom of 5, and a wife to an amazing husband. And what I like to do is teach people how to dominate in business, be a godly wife who serves and submits and honors her husband, and raise beautiful children. Proverbs 31 woman, okay? And so that's what we do. But I oftentimes train men too. I'm an entrepreneurship coach, okay? And so today, I want to continue while I talk about rejection. It seems like this conversation really hit home for a lot of people yesterday. And I'm just so thankful to be the person to start the conversation. So let's do it. We started yesterday. We dealt with like 3 points. The first was how do you deal with rejection like a pro? The first thing we talked about was 1, you got to shift your perspective. 2, you have to acknowledge your feelings, but don't stay there too long though. 3, you have to look for the lesson. And so let's build on that. Let's get right into it because we ain't got much time to waste. We got goals in 2025, and we got to learn how to deal with rejection because that's a part of success, okay? You got to learn how to deal with that resistance, that rejection, how to bounce back from it, how to use it as an opportunity instead of seeing it as an obstacle, okay? And so it's all based on how you perceive it. And so let's keep going. Number 4, you want to build resilience. And so that means you got to start developing a growth mindset. Okay. You got to start developing a mindset of growth. Most of us have what we call a fixed mindset, meaning you think you know everything. You think everything that you know is true. You can't even accept the option or the opinion of someone else because you think you know. You think you know everything. But what you don't realize is what you don't know will hurt you. What you don't know will hurt you. And what you do know, is it really the truth? Or were you programmed to believe that? Or were you taught to believe that? Most of us are running off a outdated program that was installed in us when our parents was raising us through different traumatic situations, and you're still running that same program. And why are you running that program? Because you have not done the work to fix it, okay? And so you want to begin to understand that every no leads you closer to that yes. So remember that song, make it say no, 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 no. Make it say yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go, see? And so you got to know that every no, every time someone tells you, I don't want to buy, I don't have the money, got to talk to my spouse, I don't have the time, whatever, I got to wait, it's not the season. Number 1, it's not about me. It's about them. Got to remember that. This is how you're going to be able to deal with this, okay? And then once you understand that it's not about you, they tell you no, you just note, not right now. Meaning, is your follow-up game strong? Some of y'all men who follow me, when you were pursuing that woman, initially, she probably didn't want to talk to you. Initially, she was like, nah, I think I'm good. In fact, with my own husband, when he was trying to date me, he came into the room, introduced himself, and I was like, who he talking to? You ain't talking to me. And so, did he give up? No, because we married, bro. We is married going on 6 years. Business is very much the same as entrepreneurship. And what you got to realize is that you have to be the one that follows up. You have to be the one that sets the tone. You have to be the one that know that the no ain't a definite no. Okay? You follow up until they unsubscribe. You follow up until they block your butt. You follow up until they tell you, listen, leave me alone. You begin just to follow up like, hey, I'm here if you need anything, okay? That builds resistance. And know that every no leads to the yes eventually, okay? Like when I was in MLM, I love MLM. Definitely not in MLM right now, but I really love it because it really taught me so much. It taught me how to have thick skin. It taught me how to, face rejection because I knew people was going to reject me. And I would say, look, I literally, y'all, would begin to play it to my advantage. Because I'm like, and when I was in MLM selling financial services as doing credit repair, I was like, listen, you're not telling me no, you're telling your kids and your future no with your bad credit. Okay? And so I already took the tone and the posture. And that's what's most of y'all problem. You don't have posture about your business. And it really shows when someone rejects it that you fold up and be like, I don't want to do it no more. I don't know. You start beginning to be unsure because you haven't postured up. You haven't made up your mind that this is what I want to do. I'm going to do it irregardless to every no, every fear, every doubt. I'm going to do it irregardless. You got to get to that point. And until you get to that point, it's going to be real hard for you to scale. Okay. And so the next thing you want to do is I want you to take time tonight and reflect on the past successes. Guess what? You here today, baby. You are here today, which tells me you undefeated, which lets me know you're successful. You are a success. Understand, there's people who would have wished to have what you have right now. There are people who did not live and did not wake up this morning. There's people who did not enter with us into 2025. That lets me know that you're successful. And so I need you to go and reflect on your past successes because you got them. Don't tell me you ain't because you got them, okay? And then see where you overcame challenges. And then that's going to remind you of how strong you really are. It's going to remind you how faithful God is. It's going to remind you that you could do this, okay? So you got to build resilience. The next thing you got to do is watch your mouth, baby. You got to watch that lip, okay? Reframe your self-talk. A lot of times, a lot of us, because I had this problem too, I ain't gonna even lie. I had to learn this, okay? A lot of stuff I'm teaching y'all, I had to learn through School of Hard Knocks. And it was not fun, okay? But a lot of times I realized that the way we talk to ourselves, if somebody else spoke to you like that, y'all gonna be jacking. And if you're not from Memphis, let me help you understand it. The way you talk to yourself, you will slap somebody else in the mouth if they talk to you like that, if they disrespected you like that, if they came at you like that. But why do you talk to yourself like that? I'm waiting. Why is it okay for you to tear yourself down, but let somebody else do it? You got a problem with it. We got to really, 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 really get control of our mouths, get control of our thoughts, get control of what we allow ourselves to say about ourselves. And that, for me, is honestly, full transparency, it's honestly a daily thing. I got to learn how to do this every day. I had to learn that if I don't have nothing positive to say about myself, I won't say nothing. I won't say nothing. In fact, I'll begin to read the promises of God over my life. I have a list of affirmations, which I'm going to get y'all that too, because this has helped me a lot. I have a list of affirmations that I say them every day, even when I don't feel like it, baby, because some days you got to go against how you feel, because your feelings will lead you into a ditch. And so what you got to do is learn how to come into agreement, and that forms an alignment with what God has already said about you. Even when it don't look like it, when it don't seem like it, when you like, God, you told me this is my promise, I don't see it nowhere. Watch your mouth. Continue to decree what God said and do the work, okay? And so you want to avoid negative self-talk, like, I'm not good enough. I knew this wasn't going to work. I know some of y'all said that. I knew it wasn't going to work at the beginning. I don't know why I even tried this. See, if you try, you lying. That's why I can't stand when somebody say, I'm going to try it. I'm going to give it a try. Get that out of your vocabulary in 2025. That is so dumb. If you try anything, you might as well not try at all. Is it a do or don't do? Think about it. When we are doing stuff in our life, when you're going to the bathroom, or when you're going to cook, or when you're driving your car to get your kids from school, or whatever it is, you don't say, I'm going to try to drive to my daughter's school. I'm going to try to go to church. I'm going to try to turn on this light. You don't say that about nothing else in your life. You just do it. I'm about to go. I'm finna go. I'm going to church. I'm going to bed. I'm going to eat. I'm going to get a little boo-boo in there. You don't say that about nothing else but your business. Why? It's because that self-talk. It's because that program that's running. It's because all those doubts and negativities and insecurities, we got to uproot them in 2025. And I'm not just talking to y'all like I'm the one that's arrived, baby. I'm just letting y'all know I'm working on mine. And I want you to be aware that you got to work on yours too. None of us arrive. Arrival on earth is never the destination. When you get to heaven, then you arrive, okay? And so the next thing you got to do is replace that with affirmations or decrees and declare what God said about you, even when you don't feel it. Like I got on my board, literally, when I'm looking at my cameras, when I look and I see my daily affirmations, I see I am the best. I see it's going to work out for me. I see I am the lender, not the borrower. I see it's going to work. So wherever I'm looking, my eyes are bringing stuff in. So what do you have? The Lord is so smart. When he wrote the Bible, he literally gave us the manufacturing guide to living in this world as a human. But most times, us Christians especially, we do not use the God, and we wonder why our life sucks. And so the Lord said in his word, write the vision, make it plain. Have you wrote your vision? On my desk right here, I wish I could show y'all, it says, I am a multimillionaire. It says, I am the best. It says, it's going to work out for me. It says, I am loved. I am happy. I am kind. I am the lender, not the borrower. I'm just looking ahead at the camera. And as I'm looking at y'all, I can see the affirmations. You need to do this, okay? And that's going to help you in so many ways. I've even started to brush my teeth because I don't know if y'all really know this, but you need to go and do some research if you don't. I'm still researching it, okay? I have not arrived. I'm still working on it, okay? But I've started to learn how the brain works, how the conscious and the subconscious and the body, how all that works. And so I'm learning how to retrain my neurotransmitters because we've trained it in a negative way, and that's why our life looks the way it looks, right? And so that means we got to be willing to unlearn what we've learned. And so when I get up in the morning, I look in the mirror and I begin to quote scripture of what did God say about me. I'm the lender, not the borrower. I'm above only, never beneath. And I brush my teeth with my non-dominant hand because I'm rerouting the neurotransmitters of my mind. And that ain't no weird new age stuff, okay? Don't get it twisted. Some of y'all do too much. There ain't no open no third eye. That's the devil, okay? You don't be doing too much. But most times we like to throw the baby out with the basket. But what you gotta understand is a lot of that stuff is actually true. Well, you have to reprogram your mind. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That's what that's talking about, okay? And so, number 6, you gotta stay professional and gracious. Gracious on yourself and them. And so you want to always respond to rejection with gratitude and professionalism. Do you not know how many times, bro, I didn't have somebody get an attitude with me because they wanted me to buy something I didn't need. I didn't need it. I didn't have the money to buy it or whatever my situation was. And they had a little stank attitude when I told them, hey, no, thank you. When you do that, you look just as dumb as the men with those weak little, that real flimsy, real weak little egos. Some men, you got to be careful when you turn them down for a date or turn them down, give you your number, because when you don't give them your number, when you are rejecting them in a sense, that can be dangerous for a lot of women. I've seen women get beat like to a pulp because she didn't want to get a man her number. And that's how you look in business. You look crazy when somebody tell you, hey, not right now. Hey, this not my time. And I understand overcoming rejections, but I firmly believe, just like Myron Golden loves to say, that when a person tells you no, they are smart enough to know what they need when they need it. And if that means not right now, baby, stop acting like an abusive spouse. Stop acting like a child, having a tantrum. You got to learn to stay professional and be grateful. Because in your response to, hey, not right now, that's literally going to set the tone for if they ever talk to you again. Imagine, y'all, how it would look. Because I've had it happen to me where someone offered me to buy something and I was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need that. Well, why you even come over here for? You know this right here. And granted, I be cracking jokes and stuff like that with people. And more times than not, when I'm talking slick mouth on my lives or on my videos, I'm saying, your credit score at 200 while you're looking at my edges. I say that before the call, okay? So you got to have some type of common sense. I'm not saying that on the call. I'm staying professional and gracious at all times. I'm letting them know this is what I have to offer. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. And maybe you don't even qualify, but I want you to know your options. And this is a response you need to always have. Thank you for the opportunity. I hope we can work together in the future. I hope that you will be able to get into my free community and use some of those resources. You see what I'm saying? You want to always have hospitality in business. Most times, which I'm going to go there, some of y'all finna get mad, but I don't even care. Don't come for me in my DMs because I'm going to check you, okay? I'm not going to be gracious to you. I'm just going to be upfront, okay? But sometimes it'd be real hard for me to do business with Black-owned businesses. I'm just putting it out here, okay? We got to do better. Why? Because you get some of the funkiest little stanky little attitudes from people who's supposed to serve you. I remember in college, y'all. I'm taking it back. I remember in college. It was a wing place called Ching's or Chains Wings, something like that right there. Supposed to be super popping, so I went to go see, right? I get to the little Ching Wings, and I am a junior in college. And y'all, I get there, me and my friends, y'all, and we all excited because the line long. And we finally make it into the place, and we just all excited to try these wings. We heard they are amazing. It's a lot of people there, so we're like, oh, it's gonna be great. We get up to the line, y'all. This lady, first of all, didn't have no hairnet on and was talking all crazy to people and was, what you want? I was like, who she talking to? Excuse me? What? I mean, not how you doing. Not none of that. What you want? You want large with that? See, you gotta be professional and gracious in your business. Because she talked to me and my friend so crazy that eventually we was about to have a brawl. I ain't gonna even lie. You know, I was a baby, young little woman, and I had a little high head. She had a high head, and I went from the back down. I felt disrespected, trying to give her my coinage to get some wings. She had an attitude about the wings, and so I was almost about to jump over the little counter. Sure was. And my friends was all like, I can't believe she act like that. And I'm looking like, I can't believe it neither. And so they lost a group of customers that day because they were not professional and they were not gracious. And so you cannot, your reputation is everything. Your reputation is everything. And so if you mishandle people in rejection, when they say not right now, when they say I just, because you don't know they found out the situation. Many times people be like, well, I can't afford it. And then granted, people be lying and say I can't afford it because you'll figure out what you really want, truly. But sometimes they might just not have it. I've been in that position where I ain't got it. I just don't have it. If I don't have it, I don't have it. What you expect me to do? Or rob somebody to give it to you? And so you got to understand how to be gracious and professional and always follow up. That's a secret. That's literally a secret to the game. And so that when you're professional and gracious, you leave the door open for future opportunities to build. Okay. And you build an amazing reputation. I still got people from 2017 that still hit me up, that still follow me, that still are connected to me, and they're still like right there. Why? Because I know how to handle God's people. We cannot love the prophet over the people. You must love the people before the prophet. For the profits of your business. Okay? If we put money over people, we lose automatically. And so stay professional and gracious, okay? The last one, because I got a couple more, but we're going to have to do a part 3, looks like. The last one for today is surround yourself with positivity, baby. Because when you get hit with rejection, it's almost like carrying around a bucket of water, okay? And every time you take a little hit, some falls out. Oh, another one goes out. Oh. And so a lot of times, y'all entrepreneurs are getting burnt out, getting irritated, getting your attitude and all that right there because your self is out there running on empty. You have to, like when you out there in the entrepreneur world, you are getting hit left and right. You're dealing with people. People are draining. People are exhausted. And so what you got to do is fill yourself up. How are you replenishing yourself? How are you filling yourself up? And if you're an entrepreneur, that means you're wearing 10,000 hats at any given moment of time. And so if you're not an entrepreneur, for my people who haven't launched their businesses yet, what you got to understand is a lot of times entrepreneurs, we wear at any given times about 7 to 10 hats at a time. We're thinking about payroll, bills, this. And it's all going around our head all at once. And sometimes we can literally zone out thinking about that stuff. And you be like, hey, did you hear me? We like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear. That's because we're thinking about everything because you are everything, essentially, when you're first building, okay? And so you want to stay positive. Keep yourself surrounded with positivity. And so share your experiences with a trusted mentor, coach, a friend that's going to encourage you and give you perspective. Like I said yesterday, you can't talk to everybody, okay? Some people feel like their whole life is supposed to be used to take you down, to hate on you, to make you look bad. You will always attract the hater. But remember what I said yesterday, your haters are your best friends. And if you got a hater, that means you're doing something, baby. And like I always say, when somebody watching you, baby, give them a show. Put on a good show. So stop being mediocre, playing small, trying to hide in the back. How do you do those three things? You stay surrounded by positivity. You read books. You journal. You connect with like-minded people. I'm sorry, y'all, but this lone wolf entrepreneurial season is for the birds. And granted, there are times that you have to walk down that alley, you know, have to walk that journey as a lone wolf. But God was very clear in the Bible when he said it's not good for man to be alone. So where is your community? Where is it? Because I'm telling you, it's only so long, only so far you're going to get by yourself. It's only one of you, okay? So you want to engage in activities, seminars, meetups, masterminds, book clubs that uplift your mood and reinforce your confidence. Because taking all those hits negative, no. Eventually, if you don't refill yourself, you will start feeling like you the problem. You will start feeling like they rejected me. You will start feeling like, man, I don't even know why I did this. You will get discouraged. You'll want to give up, and you cannot give up. There's no quit in you in 2025. Stop allowing quit to be the first option, because some of y'all weak as water. Water ain't really weak, but you know what I'm saying. But some of y'all so flimsy. As soon as adversity comes, you, oh my God, it must not be the will of God. Shut up with that madness. Because what you don't realize is first there's awareness, then there's an intention and decision, and then there comes disruption. What did the Bible say after that? Subdue it, means stop it. Most of y'all so weak. Entrepreneurship ain't for the weak. I'm gonna be real with you. It ain't for the weak, okay? Ain't for the weak. If you weak as a mug, it's not for you, okay? So I need for you to go get in the gym of confidence, get in the gym of self-esteem, get in the gym of mindset, because some of y'all too weak. Some of y'all too weak. And you got to get stronger if you're going to build a business, if you're going to have a relationship, if you're going to have a marriage. You got to get stronger. And you got to learn how to forgive quickly. You got to learn how to deal with your own emotions. You have to learn how to eliminate those false narratives you playing in your head. You got to learn how to block and put up some type of barricade against those intrusive thoughts. Some of y'all need therapy. I'm just being honest, okay? And so rejection is coming, okay? Everything will not just fall in your lap, okay? You hear me? Everything ain't just gonna fall in your lap. So what do you do when you feel rejected? You take these things, we just talked about it, and if you just jumping on here, I need you to go back and watch the one from yesterday and watch this one, because I'm getting you ready to deal with the rejection of life, because it's coming, okay? And most of y'all, if you're an entrepreneur, you've already dealt with it. But I love y'all so much. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Thanks for watching my videos. Thanks so much for the comments and the hearts. I love y'all so much. Also, there's still time to register for the Passion to Success Challenge. If you have a business, a dream, if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, if you even want to scale your business, get in this challenge. I'm going to show you exactly what I've done to go from homeless, behind the hospital, sleeping in my car with my little girl, to where I am now. And granted, I'm still growing. I ain't arrived, but baby, I'm in a good place, okay? And so y'all join that. It's literally going to put you in position to be able to really like change your life in 2025. And you're going to be able to do that in 4 days. So why not? But I love y'all so much. I will be here tomorrow, same time. Y'all take care. All right, IG. I love